Hi, I'm Marty from Waukesha Floral and Greenhouse, and today we're going to talk about poinsettias, a very traditional holiday plant for your home or office. Poinsettias were first brought to the Americas in the mid-1800s. The U.S. ambassador to Mexico, Dr. Joel Robert Poinsett, actually found these when he was out in the rural areas of Mexico, and likening himself to an amateur botanist, brought a little slip home and started it there. His friends and family liked it so much that they decided that he would propagate these. And you're going to say, why would this become the typical plant for Christmas? Well, the color, of course, brought that on. But if you look at these poinsettias that we have in front of us here, the actual flower of the poinsettia is the center here, this little yellow center. All the color around that are just bracts that color up after the center has been set. So this is actually the flower here. And they liken that to the Star of Bethlehem. So that was one of the reasons. Another legend from Mexico is that a girl who didn't have anything to give to the baby Jesus brought weeds that she had picked into the church, and when she entered the church, they turned into beautiful red poinsettias. So therefore, that legend has carried this on to be our Christmas plant. We're going to take a look at some different varieties today, and why don't we do that next? So here we are on the other end of the greenhouse where we have a nice display of poinsettias. And this is Tom, who grows all of our poinsettias here at Waukesha Floral and Greenhouse. And Tom's going to tell us a little bit about some of the older varieties as opposed to the newer varieties. So Tom, tell us about some of the classic ones we have here.
Well, Waukesha Floral, we end up growing about 1,500 pots of poinsettias every year. A lot of our crop is venturing off into new and different varieties. This is your classic white crop we've grown for years. Good accent color. Red is about 70% of our poinsettia sale colors. Red is still by far the most popular
Red
color.
is still the popular one out there.
There's different shades of pinks available. Pink is one of the exciting colors. There's a lot of shoot-offs of it, as you'll see as we go down the bench here. Marble is a variegated variety of white and pink, very popular selection.
Very, very nice selection because it can go into a lot of homes and match different color schemes and look really good.
Then the other thing that we do here is we mix colors. Here you've got the classic red and white mixed. Just a nice color contrast, very popular varieties.
For people who really can't make up their mind.
There you go. And then we get into some of the newer varieties. This is a new one called Ice Punch this year. It's taken off very well. It's a bright color. One of the nice things about the newer varieties is the colors are coming, they're truer colors. So when you look at them, this is a burgundy. It's been around for a number of years, but it's truly a burgundy color. So if you're trying to match some color in your home, that's
popular with churches too.
Yep. Ice Crystal is another one of the new pinks. Yeah, just very sharp color.
And you can see where it's getting its name. It almost looks like a crystal frost on a window pane kind of effect on the petals. Nice look on that one.
Then we have Red Glitter. This is a upgraded variety of Jingle Bells. So this is the new variety of Jingle Bells.
And interesting because of that little splotch on there.
Mm-hmm. This one is Pink Peppermint. It's got the pink, but it's got a little bit of red fleck to it. Gives you that kind of peppermint look about it.
And that one's been around for a while, but it's still very popular. It gives you almost a little bit of a peach tone to it, or salmon tone.
Another new one this year, Sparkling Punch. Beautiful plant. Very popular. Almost looks like you took a paintbrush and just kind of
dabbled on it a little bit.
Put the white speckles on it. And then we go to Ruby Frost, another one of the new pinks this year. Very popular, very bright, showy plant.
Very, very nice. And as we said before, the actual flower is this middle portion here, and these are the bracts that color up. And Tom, tell them about how you start these and care for them in the greenhouse and the whole lighting issue. I know people always say, can we get our poinsettias to rebloom for us? And there's a lighting thing you have to do to get that to happen.
For poinsettia crops, they go in about the middle of the larger varieties going about the middle of July. The rest of them would be planted around the first part of August. We'll raise them. Sales will start on them around Thanksgiving. They'll start to actually turn color about the middle of October.
And they're needing a 12-hour day and a 12-hour night. So they need a dark period, and that happens naturally in our area around September 1. So we have to make sure that we keep it dark in here when we're replicating the darkness from outside, so we can't turn any lights on here for a few weeks while they're setting their buds. Otherwise, these might bloom in January. So it's a whole timing issue with these. As for watering,
watering, you want to look at them about every third day. That's one thing nice about the poinsettia plant. It'll let you know when it needs water. It'll start to set down on you, and you'll see the leaves will get a little bit limp on you. One thing you don't want to do with poinsettias is leave them sit in water for an extended period of time. So if you have water in your drip tray, you want to dump that off eventually.
And they basically like, temperatures like we like, household temperatures. They don't like the severe hots and colds. That is not what they're into. But otherwise, poinsettias, you can have them for a good long time. Actually, we've had them in our houses all the way up till Easter, which might be a little bit longer than you want them, but they can hold their color very long. So a little bit of a primer on poinsettias. I hope you get some information on that, and thank you for joining us.
Waukesha Floral and Greenhouse. Fresh, fun, fabulous.